Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to be making some updates to this channel, and I wanted to do a quick update about those updates. And for the last 2.5 days, I've been working to pretty much back up all of my videos here on YouTube because I didn't have them backed up. And it took a while to download all those videos and to organize them and to name them properly and to put them into their proper folders, so I had everything categorized. And in the process, I watched some of my older videos, and you know, being at the place that I'm at now, looking back at those videos, I can see just how much different I am now, and how, not necessarily immature, but just how angry I was in many of my older videos. And watching those videos, I can understand why I was angry. I mean, we live in a crazy world. There's a lot of insanity here. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on with, you know, factory farms and animal abuse, and the constituents in the food. Toxicity is just everywhere. And at that time in my life, when I was making those videos, I was using my videos as a form of kind of like a stress ball, and just letting my anger out through my videos. But now that I'm again at the place that I am now, I just don't want to continue unleashing my anger publicly on YouTube. There's much more constructive ways to try to inspire people to get healthy and to educate people, aside from, you know, using anger and hostility. So again, I'm not trying to justify all the cussing and the yelling and the anger in my older videos, but I do realize why I said the things that I said. And looking back, I can accurately remember the type of emotions that I was going through at the time. I was going through a lot of stuff in life, some stresses and whatnot. I want to be able to, again, be able to be family oriented. I'd like for children to be able to watch this stuff with their parents if that's the case. I don't want my viewers to have to worry about whether or not I'm going to slip up and unleash an F-bomb or a series of F-bombs. So by making things more family oriented, by making things more professional, I can actually get my message to a broader array of people, a broader spectrum. And due to the fact that I believe in my message with every fiber of my being, that is the best course of action. And I'm not just doing this because I think it'll get me more views, or that it'll make my channel more popular, you name it. No, I'm doing it because I want to do it. I'm doing it because from the time when I erected my channel, I've made a lot of growth. I've matured a lot. And even though I've cussed in some recent videos, some somewhat recent videos, it's more of a matter of me getting out of my old framework of thinking and just evolving socially, so that again I can reach more people and get my message into or portray my message to the public in a way that isn't offensive. Because let's face it, if you use hostility and excessive cussing and anger, you really do only resonate with people who are okay with that. There's a large spectrum of people out here that watch or have found my content that don't appreciate the vulgarity, and they have families with children. I can't tell you how many times I've been messaged by people saying, you know, and I appreciate those messages. By constructive criticism, I am not against that. So, really sitting down and writing some goals out about this channel and doing some deep thinking about it. I know where this channel is going to head in the near future, so you're not going to hear me cursing. I'm going to present myself in a much more socially presentable way, so that I can get my message to a larger spectrum of people, because again, I believe in my message, and I believe that my message needs to be heard. And if I want my message to be heard, it only makes sense to use gentleness, kindness, compassion, understanding, and love, instead of using anger to try to educate people about factory farms and whatnot. I mean, it's so much more effective to educate people from a state of being calm. I mean, there's times where I'm constantly learning, and one of the things that I've really been thinking about lately is how to help get my message out to the world in a much more direct manner, in a much more compassionate manner. So I know that people who watch my channel, I know that there's a large portion of them that actually enjoy my angered rants. It might find it kind of unsettling that I'm going to be taking a different direction with this channel, but certain things need to be done to get from point A to point B as quickly as possible. And I don't want to potentially do something that hinders the expansion of my message to the public simply because I wanted to get angry or cuss when I didn't have to. Letting go of the hostility when I make videos leads to me making better videos. I'm not jumping the gun when I make videos when I'm centered. And it's not necessarily that I'm not centered when I'm angry. It's just that that energy is being used in a much more abrasive manner when it doesn't have to be. So, just wanted to wrap this one up, you guys. Kind of lightly touch about these updates. You're going to see my channel going in a different direction, while at the same time talking about what I've been talking about, but just in a different manner.